Hello everyone, welcome to Pairfect, the ultimate lifestyle show where we celebrate the visionaries and trailblazers shaping our world. I'm Dinah Ventura. Today we're thrilled to introduce a guest who truly embodies the essence of holistic healing. Our featured health practitioner skillfully blends science and intuition to create transformative wellness experiences. With her expertise as a dolphin neurosteam practitioner and a self-love solutions teacher, she delves deep into the root causes of health concerns, drawing from her solid background in biology, nursing, and medicine. But she doesn't stop there. Her approach weaves together ancient wisdom from contemporary techniques, focusing on the individual as a whole rather than just treating symptoms. Passionate about empowering others, she believes that self-love is the foundation of true wellness. So, without further ado, let's welcome the incredible Luna
Oh,
Garcia.
thank you.
Welcome to our
Oh,
show.
thank you for having
My
me.
goodness,
Oh,
grabe ang ginagawa mo. it sounds
kinda.
it sounds so new to me.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So
so
it looks grave, but it's just very, very simple. I just focus on our own body.
okay.
That's it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's like a totally new idea now
yeah, I'm
where like
sure. Yeah.
there's medicine, there's so many things you can do to treat
Yes.
illnesses, 'di ba?
Yes.
So there's technology, but you're focusing on the body.
The
So it's like
body.
going back to basics
Yes, it's
really.
going back to basics, back
Oh,
to the roots, and just using our own body to heal itself.
okay.
Right?
But tell us how you started out with this.
Again, di ba, my background is in the sciences.
You
In
took up
college,
medicine.
yeah, I took up medicine and then eventually nursing. So it's really the start of human body. Like, di ba, everyone's childhood dream is to become a
A
doctor.
doctor,
Yeah,
yes.
but I didn't get my MD, but I still pursued the dream of being able to heal, not just treat. Diba? Treating is
It's
parang
different.
it's different. Healing is attacking a person with uh, the dis-ease. Ngayon, dis-ease na how I see things. Before, it was a
Disease.
disease. Diba? Now,
Yes.
it's a dis-ease of the body. So with that, enough na of the, going externally. Externally meaning, when we feel a symptom, like a simple headache, diba? We get, paracetamol.
Right, right.
Diba? If we have colds, diba, we get na lang, another drug for it, diba? But now, every time I get a headache, I drink water or practice the modalities that I learned along the way.
Okay, so
Diba?
basically you're teaching people to go back to the natural
The
solutions.
natural, yeah. That's
I
why I said
see.
very holistic and just not just treating what we feel, but eventually, diba, inside out talaga. Diba? It's promoting beauty from within.
That's true, no? Kasi I think a lot of diseases,
This
stem
is,
from something inside. So,
yes,
di ba,
yes,
right now it's
yes.
very common, the stress, anything, problems,
Yeah.
or worries.
When I talk about the origin of physical symptoms, I always start with from the inside. Diba? Trauma is one.
Yeah.
Diba? Anything emotional. Stressors are a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hindi lang siya yung parang physical stress na pagod ka. Food can be a stressor.
Oh,
Diba?
really?
Yeah, food can be a stressor too. Diba? Minsan when you tend to
Binge.
binge. Diba? It becomes stress. Technology is also a
Right.
stressor. Diba? Chemical, environmental, a lot.
It's so many.
So I define stress as any stimulus that our body receives. And we cannot control them. What we can control is how our body reacts to those stressors, diba?
Okay, and there are techniques.
And there are techniques. So that's where I focus on.
I
So
see.
when a friend or a colleague would ask, "Oh, can you heal like this, like that?" They like enumerate a lot of illnesses. I say always yes,
Okay.
because once you
Everything
say
can be
yes
healed.
to yourself and come to me or be present, it means you're ready to heal. No resistance.
And
You're
that's the
open to
first step.
healing. And that's the first step.
I
And
see.
even if I don't do anything, not naman, just even we talk, when I do the history, di ba? It's like a conversation. It's like,
Yeah.
telling it sa akin not too technical. Having conversations is already sharing. Eh.
Yeah.
And with that,
You
di ba, you
unburden.
unburden yourself. And you already heal with that, di ba?
Pero okay, that's very easy to understand. But what's dolphin
Oh,
neurostim? It's
dolphin
very
neurostim. Yeah,
interesting.
very interesting siya in the
Can you
sense na
explain it to us? Like,
the
how does it
layman's
work?
term of the dolphin neurostim is needleless acupuncture. It's microcurrent point stimulation therapy. Parang siyang
Oh,
complicated, no? It's
yeah,
just
like,
it's just using a device with that delivers microcurrents to stimulate acupuncture points.
I see.
Like me, I mean, a lot of your audience may be may needle anxiety. Di ba? Yung
Yes.
takot talaga sa
Oo.
needles. And even though I'm a medical practitioner, isa ko doon sa takot sa needles. Every time I poke myself with needles, eh. Di ba parang I don't know if it's
It's not
translation or
relaxing
what,
at
it's
all.
not relaxing at all for me. So when this was introduced here in the Philippines, I was one of the first who took the course. And it helped a lot because the dolphin neurostim, the needleless acupuncture or the microcurrent point stimulation therapy is also using acupuncture points. Di ba? May acupressure, you use your finger or use any object to apply pressure sa
Right.
acupuncture points. The traditional acupuncture is using needles.
Yes.
Diba, to stimulate the point. Here, I use that pen-like tool or instrument to stimulate the acupuncture points, and it delivers
The same.
the same effect, which is relaxing the nervous system
I
and easing pain, heal scars, and with that, I always tell patients that you won't see anything tangible that would happen to you, but you would feel it right away. Like the congestion, nare-relieve agad. Headache, it gets relieved. My favorite is dealing with pain. So I tell patients, your pain is my joy. Sabi niya, oh, you're so mean. I go, no. You know why? Because you come in looking like so much in pain. Diba? Our face
It shows.
differs. It shows, diba? When you're in pain. But when you come out after the session, I would see a smile. Hindi lang sa lips, but also in the eyes. It means you was relieved. And my gauge is when I get a message the following day that they had good sleep.
Ayun.
Because the nervous system is already balanced.
Nice.
Diba? When the
So it
nervous
only
system...
takes a few sessions or just one?
Yeah, one session could make a big difference. But I always give it like 4 to 6 sessions if we deal with frozen
longer.
shoulder or the text neck. I call it a
Text
text
neck?
neck. Di ba? Yung nakaganyan ka lang. Or, a reader's neck. Yung
Okay.
always naka-bend. Yun. I give it like a few sessions. But the joy in what I do is seeing people smile after.
Giving them that wellness.
Yes,
that they want.
diba? And I didn't give them anything to take. I just stimulated their body to heal
The right
itself
way.
the right way. Because, diba, God is so amazing that He built us as self-sufficient individuals eh. Hindi na talaga kailangan. We just have to know how.
I know it's a
Diba?
good thing that you're doing that. Kasi I think a lot of people now are going into self-care.
Yes.
Yeah, diba? In this, diba, now that people are into self-care, how would you define self-love?
Oh, self-love.
And why is it essential to your well-being?
I think if we have the capacity to love, the first person that we have to love is ourselves. Diba? So self-love is not...
Dati kasi it's regarded as selfish.
Yeah, selfish. But when I learned, about self-love, the more that I was able to give love, I focused
What
on
does it mean?
myself. For me, the meaning of self-love is being able to parang focus on yourself. Diba?
Pansinin mo naman sarili mo.
Yes. In all aspects, in all aspects.
nga.
Self-love is the ability to just be mindful of and being present
For yourself.
for ourselves.
I see.
And everything will flow. Before tayo, di ba, when I mentioned earlier that all external, we always look in the outside.
Yes.
But if we focus on ourselves, like loving ourselves, the overflow will be like tremendous. And the more you would be able to, yung energy stores mo, it's infinite.
Yeah.
And it's so, parang gives you happiness to be able to like for me, healing is like serving.
Yeah.
Diba? The more I heal people, I heal too. So I heal when I heal. When I teach self-love,
Yeah, I
the
can
more
see
I
that.
teach, the more I learn. Diba? I learn when I
So
teach.
your approach, it blends science and
Yes,
the
yeah,
traditional
yeah,
healing methods,
yes.
diba? Western and Eastern
Eastern
techniques.
practices.
So how do you balance it, or how do you combine it to make it more effective?
So recently nga, I was able to combine all the things that I studied into one practice. And then it's, I have
That's
a
your
clinic,
own design?
my own na. It's like a Bilo na holistics. It's body, mind, and being. Body's aesthetics, because we need to take care of ourselves. Diba? That's a self-care part. We have to like, diba? You take care of our skin, you know,
Yeah.
things like that. Very, very basic. And then mind is because of my healing practice, I deal with the brain and the spinal cord, the nervous system.
Okay.
So it's the mind part. And the being part is the self-love solution program.
I see.
So it's holistic,
Holistic,
talaga. So when you come to me, not just for, you know, a consult, parang all-in-one yan because it's very personal.
So for people who come to you for a consultation, what can they expect in a consultation with you?
Pag consultation, some think it's very intimidating, di ba? Parang
Diba?
entering na. When you come to the clinic, it's like an extension of my home.
I see. So
It's nothing
very
stiff,
casual.
very, very casual, like
Relaxed.
you're very, very relaxed, and that's the feel I want to give out to people who would visit, because pag ganun ka, may block na agad eh.
Kaya
Di ba? When you get intimidated, I get intimidated a lot.
You
Ibang
close off,
stores,
right?
yeah, you close off na. And then that's the first block. But if you open my door and see na, wow, you get relaxed. Oh,
Then
it
you
changes
open up.
everything. It changes everything. And I love colors. So if you visit me, you'll see a lot of color orange. For me, orange.
Really?
Yeah, orange makes me happy. And anything that makes
Buti
me
na lang
happy, I
orange
share.
and
Kaya
shares
nga sabi ko,
natin.
wow, perfect, perfect.
Okay. Let's talk
Yeah.
more about that after a short break.
Okay.
And this break is brought to you by Bayad Center. Hashtag bigger, better, younger bayad. And you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you.
May isang salita si Chappy Chingson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Tawag senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chingson.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
May isang salita si Chappy Chingson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Tawag senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chingson.
Utol, once just a colloquial term for a brother or sister. Today, the same term stands for a better option to your transportation needs. Unified Transport Operations League, or better known as UTOL, was established to give you an alternative to ride-hailing, with the concept of availing the service with care and compassion, as if it was rendered by your own sibling.
Utol ka ba? Dito ka na. Utol ka, iingatan kita.
Now, who would you prefer to drive you home?
Utol ako, mangangalaga sa'yo.
Utol, the ride-hailing app to consider.
And we're back on Pairfect with a very interesting topic. What do you call it? Body healing? What is
For
the
me, it's
practice
a
called?
holistic healing. So
Holistic
yeah,
healing.
I kind of branded myself as a holistic health practitioner
Okay.
with the involvement of the science person in me. With hindi siya it's I don't consider it new age, but it's going back to basics.
How about alternative? Will that-
alternative. So it's really ancient wisdom combined with modern technology.
I
Diba?
think
With
a lot
the-
of people are
diba?
going into that now, no?
Yes, yes.
Even some doctors, diba, some are employing like herbs, herbal medicine
yes.
with their practice. So,
Yeah. Now that I'm taking my master's in Asian health practices, and so I'm very, very into it now, and it piqued my interest because it's really going back to basics.
Yeah.
Now this semester I'm taking up the Philippine indigenous health practices.
Oh, interesting
So in time,
topic.
no, I will be your modern day magtatawas. I mean, things like that,
Oo
diba?
nga.
And I'm so excited to study herbs. And like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm now in the search of, this
I believe
unique
that.
herb that would parang be an all-in-one, healing tool. Or
Yeah.
we put
I
it
wish
in
more
tea,
people would
put it
know
into
about
like,
it.
yeah, put it
Diba?
into your tea, put it into a balm. But meron tayo niyan.
Oo.
I'm sure God bless that's with this.
Let's spread the
herb.
word about that once you're
Yes, yes, yes.
We'll
Kaya,
talk.
diba? Kasi that's the path na eh. We already, a lot of people na exhausted the science, diba? In
Yes.
healing. There are a lot of, let's go back to the word diseases now, or illnesses that exhausted na the medicine or
Hindi,
the
wala nang-
technology,
oo.
but still they succumb. But why do the people in the olden times, they reach the age of 100,
Diba,
110,
kanina it was
112,
116 is the oldest
Oh,
now.
Now 116.
A woman, parang
But-
ano siya, madre or
Oh,
something.
because of how
How they
pure
live.
their living is, they're very serene. A mentor once told me, don't listen to like the pop music or listen to the sound of the birds, listen to the sound of the
nature.
waves. So nature, because it heals. Sound really heals also.
It does.
So when I do my healing, I put like frequency of sound.
Yung may
Diba?
mga solfeggio.
Diba? I'm
Is that
sorry.
solfeggio?
The sound.
The
Yeah, the
sound.
sound.
Oo.
And talagang, and why focus on Philippine indigenous health practices? Kasi doon sa una, we call them albularyo's. We call them manghihilot.
But now we call them
May science
healers. Oo.
healers.
Oo.
Because there's a science the manghihilot.
I want to be a healer too.
Yes, come. There are, everyone is a healer.
I know.
Everyone. Mothers, di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? Bakit yung mothers pag nasugat, nadapa yung anak nila?
Touch lang ng
di ba?
mom.
They cover it.
Yeah.
They blow on it. So we are gifted with that power to heal.
We just have to tap it.
Tap it and own it.
Own it.
I think it's owning it.
When did you start practicing this?
I started really combining this in the past 2017 when I
Okay.
started into complementary supplementary medicine.
Okay.
The science person in me was combined with
Yeah.
the discovery
You were just
and
led
the
into it,
journey.
or
There
or
was
what
a
happened?
situation that it happened. Di ba, I kept denying on it, and when I mentioned earlier, I think I have the roots of being a ancient healer too, because I have a grandmother who has a house in Mount Banahaw, di ba? They call it the Lourdes of the Philippines.
Yes, yes.
If you've heard of it.
Oo, healing waters.
Yeah, even like in the 80s, sabi ko, when wala pang mineral water noon, our water came from the spring of Mount Banahaw.
Luna, we'll just pause again for another break.
And this break is brought to you by Bayad Center. Hashtag bigger, better, younger bayad. And you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, It starts with you.
May isang salita si Chappy Chingson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Gawa senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chingson.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into pressing issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
May isang salita si Chappy Chingson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Gawa senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chingson.
And we're back with Luna talking about her roots
Oh, yeah.
in Mount Banahaw.
In Mount Banahaw,
Okay,
diba?
tell us about that.
In the 70s, my grandma and my father's side got sick. And maybe somebody led her to Mount Banahaw.
Okay.
And she got healed. So I think she devoted her time there. She built a house. She bought land and built a house there. And then opened her house to the pilgrims of Mount Banahaw. So when we visit that house, it's just a huge space with a huge kitchen and like a lot of double deck beds. So she allows people to stay there
To rest.
and eat there to rest, you know, and have
What do you
a
call
they
that
prepare-
place? Is it still open?
Yeah, Mount Banahaw, it's open to everyone. And they have abatis, they have their mock caves there. It's quite kind of, there's Calvary, they call it Calvary, na may 3 crosses on top of a mountain, which is like an hour-and-a-half hike. So it's like the Lourdes of the Philippines.
Yes.
And I grew up knowing that we have a place there. And they heal the manghihilots, all those, the maalbolarios, and before they use like yung leaves, banana leaves, to find if may pilay. I grew up that. So when I was like studying, when I was in medicine, ganun din yung practice ko when I had na my children. And then,
So it was just a
ganun
natural
din.
thing for you talaga.
Yes.
So you grew
and
up
I
with
think,
that.
Yes, but I was in denial for the longest time. There was because it's not normal in
Yeah,
our
eh.
society
Yes.
to practice that. I grew up in the city.
Oo.
So, pag sinabi kong ganun ako, sasabihin, you know, I'm weird.
ano nangyayari sa'yo?
Oo, diba? Diba, I'm loka-loka na or whatever. But when, hindi siya mainstream kasi.
Kaya nga.
Diba?
But you practiced it for so many years already. So I'm
Yes,
sure
but-
there have been stories of success in your practice.
Oh,
Maybe you can share one.
Of course, there've been a lot. I could now say na without any self-doubt, there are a lot of success stories, but I won't go far from home.
Okay.
And I'll share a story of what happened to my husband. During the pandemic, he suffered a transient ischemic attack. But before it was a TIA. First thought,
It's a brain-
it was a stroke. Yeah, sa
brain
brain.
stroke.
Because early in the morning, he came, parang he rolled himself sa rolling chair, in office chair in our room, and said he cannot move the right side of his body.
Ah, okay.
So he woke me up from sleep. And of course, I panicked. I shouted. First, I shouted in prayer for God to save his life, and did one of the techniques that I do to balance the body,
Yeah.
to relax the body. And it's called the cortices technique. It's part of body talk systems, which I'm also a certified practitioner of.
Okay.
And it's balancing the right and the left hemispheres of the body. I could teach to it I
Yes.
to you now.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
sure.
So it's just tapping and breathing.
Okay.
So our brain has two hemispheres, the right and the left.
Yes.
Diba? And we have different lobes, the occipital lobe, the parietal lobe, the frontal lobe, and the temporal lobe. So what
Okay.
we will do is just balance them to restore the communication and the connection. Because if there are stressors, minsan di ba kaya tayo nagpapanik? Kasi
Oo,
nawawala yung flow.
imbalance.
Yes, the balance. So now, I'll teach you and your audience
Yes,
the
come on, pay
cortices technique.
attention.
Yes. So, simple. Di ba? We just use our two hands
Okay.
and just breathe normally. So, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One hand, we put in the occipital lobe. The occipital lobe is when you slide your hand and may groove. Diba, that groove there?
Yes, the
That's the
curve.
occipital lobe, yes. That's the occipital lobe. So put your hand there, and then with your free hand, just tap the mind brain. Tapping the mind brain, center, make sure you cover the right and the left sides.
Okay.
While tapping your mind brain, we focus on repair. Set your intention, focus on repair. One breath cycle, and then we go now to our heart brain, which is in the sternum, the middle bone. Just tap it lightly, and one breath cycle, we focus on storage. This is the storage area. And then we go down to our navel. This is our gut brain. Now we focus on distribution, the absorption. Okay, now with our tapping hand, we put it on top of the left hand. Make sure there are no spaces.
Yeah.
And then free your hand and then tap again
The other hand
the
naman.
mind brain, yeah. Focusing on repair, and then the heart brain, focusing on storage, and then the gut brain, focusing on absorption. And just do it again lang, ganyan lang. Systematically, one after the other. So mind brain, heart brain, gut brain. My hands are big, so I'm now in the frontal lobe. So tap again the mind brain, the heart brain,
Brain,
and the gut brain.
gut brain.
Now we go to the temporal lobes. It's
Here.
above the ear lang. One breath cycle. Release one hand. Tap the mind brain, focusing on repair. The heart brain, focusing on storage. And the gut brain, focusing on absorption. Put this back, the right side, and then release. And then tap again. Mind brain, heart brain, gut brain. And we close the session. Temporal lobe, occipital, and then frontal lobe, one breath cycle. And then up, parietal lobe. And then done. How do you feel? Di ba parang na-relax.
Feel relaxed.
That's it. Simple. Less than 2 minutes. If you like, do it like the moment you wake up or before you sleep. So relax sleep. Di ba? Ako,
I'll try that.
Now I'm
I'll teach
sleepy.
Good night.
No, you know when there's certain times of the day when we feel there's a sudden surge, di ba?
Yeah.
And for me, that's the feel of like anxiety. Gagano lang ako. That's why my friend, they say, ayan na naman, si Luna tap na naman. So,
I
tap,
like
tap.
that. I like it. So it's so
Simple.
simple.
Very simple, right?
Oo.
And it's just tapping and breathing.
Oh, when you say one breath
Breath cycle,
cycle, that's
what- inhale
and
and
exhale,
exhale,
and then you
yes.
move again.
Yes.
Inhale. Okay.
So make sure that there are no spaces in the lobes of the brain. So from the occipital lobe, you just go
Go
up. Yeah,
up,
alternating.
hanggang
Make sure
dyan.
walang spaces sa hands. So there are no like dead space.
Okay.
So restore.
Yeah.
Headache, do it. Gone.
Gone.
And I could like assure you na,
It
it will
works.
change because it relaxes again. Going back, it relaxes the nervous system. And when the nervous system is relaxed, there are like gazillions of benefits when we relax our nervous system.
Oo, syempre.
Di ba?
Kasi it's like
Diba? The fight and
root.
flight mode,
Oo,
diba?
oo.
Reaction natin through stress is we stiffen up. Or, diba? Action-reaction. Eh.
Yeah.
But if our nervous system is balanced, healthy, naiiba na eh. Diba? In like situations,
Yeah.
we would learn to like calm down.
Calm down.
I'm like, before very talagang
React-
reactive ako with anything. And talagang yung reaction ko, nasa one pa lang, ako hindi. 10 agad.
Grabe.
Diba? And I realized, you know, it expends so much energy.
Yeah.
And ako'y napapagod.
Oo.
So,
Yeah, kakapagod
paano?
yan.
Balikan, move back tayo. So, that's when may self-realization di ba?
Yeah.
Na, paano? Anong gagawin natin? Para, you know, hindi tayo napapagod Pero same din yung goal natin di ba? So, be able to do something about it. Pero different na yung approach.
Yes.
Di ba? We may end goal, pero different path na.
Calm na.
Di ba? Calm na. Di ba?
So in your practice, I'm sure you've faced a lot of doubt or something. What are
yes.
some of the most common misconceptions na about the holistic practice?
That's for me, that's a hard question to answer because ang daming, 'di ba, panggagalingan yan There are a lot of avenues where to question what we do now. 'Di ba? Others they treat us as new age. It's not accepting to a lot. For me, my practice really it's simple. 'Di ba? I don't like to for me less is more.
Yeah.
The whole essence of it is just using our body.
Yeah, simple.
In any form. You others may use food, which you know eventually I will study to heal.
Yes.
Di ba? Food as medicine, which is true. Di ba? Kunyari, you lack like potassium, just eat a banana. Di ba?
Yeah.
You lack sodium, mag-ORS or drink something na high in sodium. Di ba? It's food. It's natural.
Yeah.
So, I'm not like hypocrite to tell you na I'm all natural or no. It's just that I follow lang what my body leads me to. Di ba?
That's simple enough to understand, di ba?
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Kasi a lot of people are just naturally like averse
Yeah,
to
yun
anything
din
that they've been taught, di ba?
Yes.
So,
Or, I'm sorry to cut you, but the limiting beliefs set by our elders.
exactly.
I think the first
Oo.
thing that we have to do is to be able to get out of it. Kasi like if I've known people who are vegetarian since birth because yun yung na-pass on ng
Sa kanila.
Sa kanila. 'Di ba? They don't crave for meat because they never tasted meat.
Yeah.
At tayo, we were, 'di ba, brought up eating a balanced diet, and protein would always be meat.
Yes.
Hindi naman natin alam na protein can be also like soy, di ba,
Soy.
and that things. So, we have to unlearn that, di ba? Others who shifted to vegetarian, sa kanila, it was a struggle at the first, di ba? Kasi your body's used to it.
Yeah.
But we have to unlearn it to be able to, you know, accept more. We have to create space.
Tama.
In
That's a
any
good one.
form, di ba? We have to create space physically, psychologically, mentally to be able to invite new things.
Yeah.
And
So it's really as simple as that. If people are just starting to, you know, become self-aware and to try to
Yes.
care for themselves,
yes,
those are the simple steps that you
the
recommend.
first thing is it's really self-awareness. It's self-discovery. You don't need others to like diagnose yourself. You know your body.
Yeah.
Kasi we might have the same dis-ease, but the origin of it is different.
Kaya
Pero I won't be able to help you with it.
Yeah.
It's you, di
It's
ba?
you in the end. It's
So,
really just
when
you.
yung patient, oh, thank you for like, no, thank yourself first. I was just an instrument.
Yeah.
Diba? I was given this gift
Yeah.
to be able to assist you or facilitate your healing. But the work is really on you
Oo nga.
Binabalik ko talaga
Yeah.
Because you cannot credit any other but yourself diba? And of course, God or divine who really built us.
Yes.
Diba? Na no more autopilot mode. Ang autopilot na ngayon is talagang parang seeing from within. Kaya ngayon, harap na lang ako sa mirror. Okay na. Diba? Wala na external for me.
Right.
Diba?
Oh.
If may kailangan
What,
i-change.
what
is,
about you? Do you have like personal rituals that you swear by to make yourself feel better?
better? May, of course, diba? I don't know. Of course, in the morning prayer na, okay, when I open my eyes, I say, oh, I'm alive, Lord. Thank you for this day. And make use of that day to be able, like, not to change you, but to be able to maging exponential Diba? Being able to change one life, diba?
Yeah.
A day at a time.
That's a big deal.
Or sa akin, being able to see a person smile after they walk out my door. Sa akin, it's my victory.
Yeah.
It's a victory and the joy it gives. Parang it's immeasurable eh. And yun yung hindi nakikita ng iba. Diba?
Yeah.
Sa akin, it's the smile because pain, physical, or any other form,
Emotional.
diba? It changes yung mindset mo eh.
Oo nga.
And sa akin, importante na, you know, I've been dealing with physical pain yata parang all my life. I had cluster headache. I was a pill popper. Pills ko dati na mga pain meds ko.
Oh,
They're like,
wow.
M&M sa akin.
Oh my.
You know, ano ko na yan lahat. Oh,
Wala na.
Wala na.
That's out of your...
Yes, but when I learned,
life.
you know, none. I have them para lang, you know, it's your security blanket knowing na you have may huhugutin ka pa when in the worst comes. But
You don't
thankfully, hindi ko na sila nagagamit. 'Di ba? I shifted, 'di ba? I parang pag ito doesn't work, tapping, okay, I'll drink water or I'll change my environment.
Yeah.
Just standing up, 'di ba, stimulates.
Yeah,
I'll
may shift na agad.
Be scientific, but your vagus nerve, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Any shift stimulates your vagus nerve, and your vagus nerve, 'di ba? It's responsible for your like circulatory system, your respiratory system, and the digestive system. So just splashing cold water, okay na 'yon. It
Relieves.
it relieves you, 'di ba? Parang wow,
Actually,
liwanag ulit.
That's so true.
Diba? Like you, diba, I mean, here people are like on their desk, seated.
Yeah.
If you want a new idea, try standing up, going to the kitchen, having a drink of water, bigla nang wow, may new
Luna,
idea na.
Alam mo, I've learned so much from you this afternoon.
Parang
Grabe.
kulang ng time.
Yeah, diba? And it's, I'm a little bit sad that we have to say goodbye for now. But I hope to have more conversations with you in the future.
Yes.
But for
There's a lot to
now,
talk about.
maybe you would like to share some words to our viewers today.
Oh, yes. Thank you for having me again. And this is a great opportunity really to share what I advocate in this season in my life. It's really looking at ourselves like from within na eh. Diba? No more externals. The autopilot mode. Let's try to, you know, change it. And for me, the beauty in each one would always come if you have, you know, a balanced, I guess I say the term nervous system, or if you're relaxed, diba? The balance, the serenity. And others may get it from doing different things. Find your bliss. Diba? The search is like the journey would always be there eh. We're always in that journey. Walang end journey eh.
Yeah.
Diba?
Oo.
The seeking is
Keep going.
continuous eh. What works with you, go for it. You cannot compare with others eh.
Yeah nga eh,
Never
people do
look at
that.
others.
Yeah.
Now focus on yourself and you will find the answer.
Yeah, it's so simple. Focus on yourself.
Diba? Focus on yourself. and
Listen
you'll
to
find it.
yourself.
Yes.
Listen to your body.
If your body tells you to do this, do it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, then
do
find
something
another.
else.
Yes. Mistakes are will always be there eh. Take it as another chance, diba?
Yeah, to start again.
To start again. Kaya ako dati parang failure, mistakes, it takes so much negativity eh, diba? Now hindi. Let's welcome them because it's giving us another chance to do better pa.
Yeah. Ganda.
Diba?
So thank you so much, Luna, for
yeah.
sharing your incredible insights today.
Oh, thank you again.
It's clear that self-love and mindfulness aren't just buzzwords. It's the
Yes.
foundation for a healthier, happier life. And to our viewers, remember, nourishing your body and soul isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. So whether it's through a healing session or simply indulging in some well-deserved me time, make sure to prioritize your wellness journey. This is Dinah Ventura reminding you to give yourself a little love because a little self-care goes a long way. Stay fabulous, everyone.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Meralco.
Alam nyo ba kung saan napupunta ang binabayad nyo sa Meralco? Dito sa series na ito, isa-isahin natin yan para maipaliwanag ko po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Josel Dariaga ng Meralco Corporate Communication Office. Alam nyo ba na pag nagbabayad kayo ng bill sa kuryente, nasa mga 20% lang on the average ang napupunta sa Meralco. Sa katotohanan, nahahati sa iba't ibang components ang inyong electricity bill. Kumbaga parang pizza lang yan. Kasama sa binabayaran natin ay ang generation charge na napupunta sa generation companies o mga nag-ooperate ng power plants, transmission charge na napupunta sa System Grid Operator ng Pilipinas, na National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, at iba-ibang charges na napupunta sa gobyerno. Tulad po ito ng mga subsidies, taxes, universal charges at fit-all. Kung tutuusin, tulad nga nabanggit ko, nasa around 20% on the average ang kabuang bill ang binabayad sa Meralco sa pamamagitan ng distribution charge. Ito na ang pinaka-epektibong sistema para sa electricity consumers. Iwas abala ito para hindi na isa-isahin pang bayaran ng iba't ibang kumpanya na dinadaanan ng kuryente. Naway, nabigyan linaw ko po kayo kahit papano sa inyong mga katanungan ukol sa inyong electricity bill. Hanggang sa muli, ako po si Manong Joe, ang inyong lingkod.